Grab your long staff and follow me. I have a basic warm-up for you, followed by a new flow exercise, and then I want you to go over some of the basic strikes with me at the very end. Start with an easy turn, one hand over the other one. Just gonna warm up your wrists. This top hand slides down the top of your forearm, starting at your elbow. It's gonna help you learn how to keep your hands close together. Bring it to a stop. Put the other hand out there, let it roll into it. Push it back the other way. And sliding down that elbow. Bring that to a stop. Now, you're gonna go to your wrist roll. You're gonna open your hands perpendicular to the floor. You're gonna take the other hand, you're gonna go behind the wrist, the top of the wrist there. And then your hand turns down to catch it. So this other hand, my right hand, your right hand is going to assist the wrist roll for the left hand. So you're rolling it around that left wrist. After you've got that motion, go unassisted. It's okay if you drop it, just pick it up. You're gonna stop it, and you're gonna go into, remember, open palm, pushing with the other hand around the back of the wrist, and your hand turns down. Right hand wrist roll. Wrist, just because you're rolling it on the back of your wrist here. Unassisted. Bring it to a stop. Back in your left hand, left foot forward. This is important to make the body smaller, easier to move it in that figure eight motion around your body. Get your other hand up and out of the way. Always be aware of where that hand is. And now, grabbing behind, switch to the right foot forward. Left hand is up, out of the way. Figure eight, around your body. Think about pushing with your thumb, pulling with your thumb. Forward rotation. Catching behind, and hand to hand. Transfer is going to happen on the opposite side of your body. So my right hand, when it comes to the left side of my body, my left hand comes behind, pinky to pinky. Switch your feet. Now bring that to a stop. A lot of these stops are really simple. This is a really light staff, so I can just stop it with my hand. You can let it kind of roll itself out. If you need to, you have a heavier staff, throw that other hand up as a break. That always becomes the break. So starting the left hand, pulling up, up. This is reversing that spin. Help you with your mobility, your strength. This is also a deflecting block, or deflecting strike. Switch your feet, and the transfer happens on the same side now. So left hand, when it comes to the left side, the right hand is going to come in front of it. When we were going forward, came behind it. Now that you're pulling out, it just reverses and it comes in front of it. So now pulling, right foot forward, pulling with that right small finger, pulling up and away from you. Now hand to hand, and you're catching it on the same side of the body, left hand, left side, catch it with the right front of. Right side of the body, right hand, left hand catches in front, pulls it out, switching your feet. Now follow me here with the left hand first. You're gonna rotate your hip. You're gonna do a forward rotation on the opposite side. This is my right side, left hand. And then you're going to turn your hip. You're gonna pull in that reverse spin on the left side, left hand, left side. When it comes back to the front, go into the forward spin on the opposite side. When it comes to the front, see how it turns. As you bring it to the front, you start to turn your hip and allow it to go down into the forward spin. Turning the hip, allowing it to go into the reverse spin. Once you get that basic motion, you're gonna do one on this side, one on this side, just back and forth. And now the other hand. So with the right hand, when you hit the left side, forward spin, back to the front, turn the hip, reverse spin. Bring it to the front, turn the hip, forward, to the front, reverse, and then one on each side. All right, one more spin. We're gonna go behind the back and then put it all together so that you can start to spin and move your body 360 or around in a full circle, one way and then the other way. Starting in the right hand, bring it behind your back and out. Just do this a few times, get used to that motion. It's okay to hit yourself in the calf. I do that a lot. With the ankle, that really hurts. Back of the head, that's a little less common, but especially now, I've got a bit of a head cold. I'll probably whack myself a little bit more. I believe in trying to work this stuff out. I don't like to sit. I don't have to. Sweating is always good medicine. Okay, so you've gone behind your back a little bit. Now you're gonna start your forward rotation, hand to hand. And when you bring it to the right side, you're gonna allow your hip to turn just like we did earlier. And you're gonna bring it behind your back, and you're gonna look the other way. Bring it back around. Start to move your feet. You're literally just stepping in a tiny little circle. Faster, turn your head, bring your head where you want your body to go. So you can go behind the back one way and turn, and then back the other way and turn. first strike today is going to come from a very natural position. Your left hand is going to be on the staff as if you were using it as a walking stick. You're going to bring your hand up. The right hand is going to grab down about shoulder width away from the left hand. And you're going to strike in at this angle, coming down into the clavicle of your opponent, or maybe their hand, or their temple, their head. Maybe they're trying to hit you with something, or they're trying to grab. You bring this staff up, pulling it into you, and I want you to step into it in a nice, strong stance. Come down at that angle, and then when you bring it in, allow the other arm to lock it in place. You're gonna bring this up, bring the other one in, and strike hard into that first technique. Striking down, you have this target here, right on the clavicle, under the elbow, and then to the temple. Again, this is like a punch, a straight punch to the face. Bring this right across the jaw. Bring this down into the clavicle. Strike, strike. You're gonna do the same technique and a little bit lower. Now into the ribs or onto the arm. Maybe they're fighting with a weapon. They have something in their hand. Bringing it a little bit lower and then straight across the body. Lower. Again, the stance is very important. One leg is in the front, bend the front knee, back leg straight. And now the third level, to the knee. Two basic strikes, 3 different levels. Get to work, keep training, and I'll see you in the next video.